Yeah. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Slice of Shonen Podcast. I am your host on the boat for the final day of the year. This cruise has been going for a very long time. We appreciate you guys sticking with us. I'm Sailor. Hi, how's it going? I don't know if it really comes through in audio or not. My voice is kind of gone. It's coming back a little bit for any of my wrestling heads out there. I went to AEW World's End last night. It was very fun. Had some ups and downs, but overall a very fun time. I was hooting and hollering and dancing. It was fun. So voice is still recovering. Just made it back like 2 hours ago. And yeah, I'm ready to pod with my guys here, man. Speaking of which, let me go down the list here of my Ensemble of Excellence. We have the Cookin' Taco. We have the Silver. We have the me. Hey, how's it going? And then we have the Zenith Annie Manga, who just dropped a wonderful video. Make sure you guys go check that out, along with the Patreon down below in the description. Check both of those things out. Support them if you can, or just spread awareness, man. Let your friends know. Let your family know. Tell them to tell their friends. You know what I'm saying?
Stuff happening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you guys go check that out. And I mentioned before, last week, I did not forget that I was going to shout out the people who commented last week. I'm not going to go over all the comments, but luckily there were not as many people typing as I thought, because there were so many people in that chat, and luckily it was just a lot of the same people talking, and we appreciate that, man. Thank y'all. So I'm going to go down through here. We have the Sleeping Danger, the Weary Exile, who not only donated for the first time on that podcast last week, he donated 3 fucking times. You're a crazy person. Thank you so much. We had Ahab, we had the Ahab and the Wet Napkin. We had the Lexton. We had the Kaneki. We had the Zorobi. We had the Jesse. We had the Tyreek. We had the Sensitive Blick. We had the and the G Luke. And I also, again, not going through all of the comments, but I have some highlights here in my screenshots. Let me look through some of these. Ooh, that's not what I need. This is what I need. Yeah, this is that real shit. We have Kaneki saying Hikari's luck runs out against the Honored One. The boundless luck meets its limits. I thought this was funny because I can see a chapter ending with this. So shouts out to that. We had Weary Exile saying, just to avoid the effects of the second deadly sentencing domain, Sukuna will remove his underwear and imbue it with cursed energy and call it his new cursed tool. He will hit people with his underwear. Man, that would be if JJK was peak. That would be if JJK was good. So, unfortunately, we didn't get in that. We'll get into that stuff in a bit.
Yeah.
We had Sleeping Danger saying Heian era sorcerers were born to yap. This is just true. Very true. We have Wet Napkin saying that this chapter was funnier than the talkable ones. Yeah, the Sukuna the Sukuna glazing is It never stops. Yeah, and it's even funnier, the Higuruma stuff. It's even funnier with the stuff going on in this recent chapter. We have another one from Weary Exile. This one was funny because Silver said, oh yeah, man, I really want to see Toto, man. I miss him. Weary Exile's response is, nah, Silver, let the goat chill with his thick-ass girlfriend. Even if Gege wanted to help to bring him back, he'd have him get washed or glaze plot Kuna. He would clap his cheeks and then switch with another useless bum like Momo. So, hey, I guess we just got to let the goat rest, man. We just got to let the goat rest with his big SGF. Right. Yeah. Sleeping Danger also asked, because we didn't really talk too much about it. He did ask towards the very end of the pod, what are our thoughts on the Hunter x Hunter fighting game? For those of you who don't know, it was recently announced that Hunter x Hunter is going to be getting a fighting game. I think it's going to be made by the same people who made some Marvel vs. Capcom games, which if that's the case, I'm down. Those games are very good, at least for the most part. I don't know how people feel about Infinite. I think people don't like that game. I haven't seen too much on that one. So who knows, maybe that's bad, but overall, I just hope the game is good, man. I really hope the game is good. I've been wanting a Hunter x Hunter fighting game for a while. So yeah, I hope it's a good one. Sensitive Blick says that this chapter was definitely a Sukuna Matata moment. That's true. Let's see. We have some more here. We have Zoro B saying, "I believe in Ino more than that bum Yuji right now. Sorry to say." Okay, weird flex, but let's move on to the next one. We have one from Sleeping Danger saying, "Stop. We have to stop. We need to add more to Sailor slander. Why did they throw in Ino before your so-called tribal chief?" Oh, I don't know how these got in the notes here, chat. Let me just skip ahead. Sorry, hold on. let's get to the next one. Sailor, I'm forever your foil / nemesis and worst enemy. Watch out. We're done. We're done with the fucking comments this week, chat. It's over. It's done. All right. It was fun while it lasted. We're just gonna ignore those last couple ones. But anyway. Thank you guys so much for showing love on last week's podcast. That was absolutely insane, and we hope you keep rocking with us, man. Thank you so much. But anyway, with all that being said, fellas, is there anything you would like to say before we dive into these chapters? Because, oh boy, we got a lot this week.
I notice how in the most recent stuff, still no Maki.
Yeah, that is very noticeable, isn't it?
It's curious even.
I'm gonna...
Peculiar, in fact.
I'm gonna shit myself. I can't believe this. I can't believe that on the eve of the new year, I'm still catching this slander, man. This is all of my hate. Zoro, how are you going to pop up? He really is my nemesis. That was his first comment of the day. Damn, bro. Hey, man. Sailor is the GOAT, and he's not even old. Thank you, Exile. Finally, God, someone sees the vision.
Although I do have one thing we probably should say is that we are, in fact, as for the chapters we are covering today, we should tell you guys now that we are going to be covering the early scans, and for the chapters that haven't come out yet, and they're supposed to come out in a few days. So if you guys are the official,
I was about to say not a few days at all.
I think it's gonna be. I could be wrong, but it's 2 weeks. I think.
Yeah.
Or a week or whatever before the officials come out.
If it was a few days, I wouldn't mind waiting. But
yeah, unfortunately, it's gonna be a bit. So we're just gonna be covering TCB scans as well. Shout out TCB, man.
We'll try to be as concise as possible, which, as you guys know, not possible. But
we love to yap.
But yeah, we have 8 chapters to talk about this week because, like I said, we have the officials from last week, and we didn't want to wait 2 weeks to talk about the next chapters because by that point they'd be 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
So we will be just talking about the TCB scans. Shout out TCB.
Shout out TCB, man. And yeah, shout out to y'all. Hopefully y'all had a good holiday. We here at Slice of Shonen, we enjoyed ours. At least I hope. I enjoyed mine. Yeah. How about you? The rest of y'all? Y'all enjoy it?
Not bad.
True.
It was nice.
True. Very good. Silver, how about you, buddy? You enjoy your holidays?
I did. I had a great Christmas. Yes, and I'm planning on having a good New Year.
Oh hell yeah!
Bro, I'm doing nothing, dude. I'm gonna be hanging out with fucking Zenith on the New Year, bro.
Damn.
I'm not a huge fan of the way you said that.
I was about to say, that's our friend.
Bro, we got each other. What do you mean?
All right, man.
The real ones. Yes, sir. After this, I'm going to a New Year's party, and then I gotta go right home because I got work tomorrow morning.
Bro, fuck that, bro. Man, that sucks.
Yeah, I am the sleepy one. Throughout all the pillows and blankets, I am the sleepy one.
I'm just gonna be making a pot of chili after this.
Okay,
Nah,
turn
yeah,
up,
that's
pretty
turn
much my
up.
plan for the rest of the day.
That-
Yeah,
that
I don't
does
really
go
have
pretty
any
hard.
crazy plans. I'm just with my family, you know. right now.
Nice, man.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything on New Year's this year.
Oh hell yeah.
The last thing I gotta say is I'm leaving Maki behind in 2023.
Whoa,
This is a new year.
whoa, hold
It's
on
time for
now.
some big
My guy
changes.
made
Hold
wise
on.
decisions for the new year. I respect.
Whoa.
That. You love to see our
I-
friends thrive.
I don't
Sailor, I
think
want better for you.
I
man.
don't
It's
think
okay.
I don't think you do. I think you are trying to harm me with this. I don't know. I feel like
Damn.
this is a very terrible New Year's resolution. Like
you would say that. It's okay.
I would. I think this is horrible. I think for the new year, year of the dragon. I don't know how that
Yeah.
ties into my goat, but she's my goat, you know? So
Sure, you'll
like
make something up.
yeah, you know. I'm sure my tribal chief is going to step in and she's going to handle business, you know, bring in the new year, standing on
Off screen,
business.
I imagine.
No,
clearly ain't
on
on it.
screen, bro. Listen, she has on and off screen hockey, bro. Listen, we don't need to worry about this, you know? Like, all good things come to those who wait, you know? They're saving the best for last, you know? I think, respectfully, we should just lock in, you know? We should just
I
lock
have to
in.
go back and look at the chapters because I don't even fucking remember what the
Yeah, I just spent like the last half hour just like spam reading everything, you know.
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot.
JJK 246.
True.
Yeah, we haven't even started yet, guys. We gotta fucking get on this.
Yeah.
I'm to lock in, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
time to lock in. So, Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 246. Fellas, how are you feeling about this?
My
I
goat
get-
Kusakabe keeps
Mm.
performing at a rather high level.
Bro,
I mean, he is the captain on the court, you know.
he is.
Yeah.
He actually
the
is.
general.
Like, unironically. I really appreciate him breaking down, cleave and dismantle the way that he did.
Thank God.
Yeah, the streets have needed this. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my God. Gege wanted to explain something about Sukuna's ability. Fucking Christmas miracle.
Genuinely,
Well, more
yeah.
like a New Year miracle, but
It was
Well,
Christmas
this
when
was
it
2
came out.
chapters ago. This is
Yeah.
yeah, I'm getting myself mixed up here.
Yeah. It was really nice to finally have that difference between them explained, because for a while I was just like, oh, there's not much of a difference unless it's in his domain. That's when the real difference comes into play. But yeah, it was cool to have that broken down to us by Kusakabe. Him saying that, like, yo, man, listen, cleave, dismantle at close range, the shit that slashes the world. We can't just defend against that shit, man. This shit goes too crazy. We just gonna have to try our best for real. And hey, they're doing very well using new shadow style to counteract. Well, not fully counter, obviously, because they're still getting slashed, but at least somewhat defend Sukuna's slashes, make his technique at least slightly weaker to help deal with confronting this fucking monster. I like it.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Which, like, I mean, Kusakabe really is him. He is turning those slashes into paper cuts. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Hey, man, he's turning a deep gash into a slightly less deep gash. I respect it. Bro is earning his volume cover, man. What can I say? He's clocking in overtime. No Nanami Kento.
It's like he's like the opposite of Jogo, who is like really strong and always up against people he can't handle. Kusakabe is like pretty strong, but he doesn't get any spotlight until he's up against strong people. Like, he can show out.
Yeah. I mean, hey, he is a fucking jujutsu encyclopedia. And I really
He's got
appreciate
all
it.
the exposition.
Yeah,
This
bro.
is why Kusakabe is in fact my favorite character.
Oh man,
I respect that. That's a W pick.
I don't do better.
Hey man, I love my Jujutsu Encyclopedia.
You're damn right. The color page spread for this chapter was also really good. Almost forgot to mention that. I really like it.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I was just looking through the chapter now.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
I fuck with this one a lot. It's really cool. I like how they have it as the Sukuna raid. Like, bro really is just a raid boss. This is crazy. It's really cool. So Sukuna just double donutting. Huh?
What is Mei Mei doing on that cover? She ain't doing anything.
Bro, she's spectating. She's going to send out another fucking bird strike, and then the story's going to be like, wow, if Sukuna got hit by that, it would have, like, did damage.
Nah, it's crazy, because, like, she has her crows get taken out, by the way, by a weapon that Sukuna doesn't have anymore.
Yeah.
And she gave up. She's like, well, guess it don't work. I'm out. Like, bruh, you want to, like, try a little more? Do you suddenly care about the birds?
I mean, at this point, Sukuna would have just fucking outran it anyway with how crazy he is. So it's like, whatever. Whatever.
As a distraction, like a momentary distraction. Maybe like, oh, little crow there. Oh, Yuji got the punch on. Nah, nothing. We don't want to try. All right. Hey
man, we had to have Ino come in and somehow use Nanami 7-3.
Well, I think that's a thing that's established earlier, that sometimes like curse techniques can be imbued into a curse tool, like from a sorcerer. I'm not exactly sure what the conditions
that has
are.
to be like a special grade weapon that happens with. And it's like, is the dull blade a special grade weapon? I don't think so, considering Nanami was grade 1. Maybe I'm just wrong about
Maybe
that.
That just speaks to his potential.
I guess. I've seen some people.
I'm always here for Nanami hype.
I've seen people say that maybe this is like the seance technique. Maybe. It could also be the weird bath thing that Sukuna took, because I remember Uraume mentioning, like, this is how cursed weapons are made. So, like, oh, God. Oh, I don't like thinking about that, though. Ew. I hope it's not that, because they literally would have had to have Nanami's fucking chunks in Shibuya and, like, mash him up into a bath, and I don't want that. I don't want that at all, man. So I don't know how.
I think Nanami's him, bro, and that's it. Like,
I mean, fair, but it's just weird to have stuff like this introduced, like, towards the tail end of the series.
Saying that if Ino, is that his name? If Ino had that curse tool with him when Toji stepped up, it might have gone a little different, because Nanami's him. I don't actually believe that.
You're right. It would have given Todo a very good cursed weapon, is what would have happened. Would have given Toji a very good cursed weapon. Ino? Yeah.
Bro, why is he dressed like me when I go for a jog at 2 a.m?
God damn, shiesty sorcerer.
Yeah, bro, running down a residential neighborhood.
Oh my God. But who I'm really shiesty face ass. Golly, yeah, that's the shiesty sorcerer, man. He's locked in. Granted, I don't know how strong that lock is, but he's locked in. He's locked in, man.
Well, he got an attack off on Sukuna. It didn't do anything, but he did do it.
I was about to say, he got an attack off on a man who didn't even bother to move.
Bro, Choso got disrespected this chapter.
Holy shit. Yeah, I was going to get into that. It's so weird because, like, Sukuna's like, oh, man, I have to conserve cursed energy to fight up against the rest of the peanut gallery. And just seeing him just speed blitz Choso, it's like, damn, man, like, he really could have just beat everyone's ass without it, honestly. It makes it even weirder that he still has his cursed technique now, because, like, he's just fucking ragdolling people. He's outspeeding them. He double donuts people. He tossed Higuruma like he wasn't shit. And hey, I guess he's not, but, like, damn, man. Like, it makes it so weird, especially considering that, like, in this chapter, he didn't really do much with his curse technique. He just sliced up some buildings. I don't know. I would have liked to, like, even momentarily had that taken away, but hey, you know, Miwa had to die for his sins. Miwa had to have her technique taken away so Sukuna could keep his. And this is how it is.
That's a wild fucking statement,
Bro.
bro.
Bro, that's the truth. What the fuck? Hey, man. That's the fucking truth, man. Weary Exile, thank you for the donation. This explanation still doesn't answer Gojo not avoiding space slash on black flash amp and I know you meant to say six eyes.
What does it actually say, though, buddy?
And with let me just reread this. This explanation still doesn't answer Gojo not avoiding space slash on black flash amp and sex eyes, not seeing the cursed energy sparkle. Gege just a Gojo hater. Yeah. I very much agree, especially since we saw in the next chapter, which we'll get into, that it looks like Sukuna does have to chant every time he uses it. That just looks to be the consistent thing. Whatever, I guess. Gojo just didn't feel like moving, I guess.
Man, fuck Gojo, bro. He's dead. Who cares about Gojo anymore?
The Limitless pack hitting.
Bro, it's a new year, bro. I'm moving past that. Bro.
The Limitless pack hitting. Goddamn. Yeah. Ino looked at Nanami's body in Shibuya like free eats. That's crazy. That's crazy. Holy
that
shit.
Is wild.
Damn. Nanami living the capitalist dream and working his ass off after death as a cursed weapon. Bro wanted to get away from this so bad and now he has to work forever. Damn.
How do you guys feel about Higuruma?
Okay, so I guess we should just get into that.
I love him so much, man.
I like Higuruma, but in terms of what happened, I think it's very strange.
I think it was too soon.
I very much think it was too soon. So we're just gonna delve into the next chapter as well, 247, because it coincides with what's going on, or with what we're talking about right now, rather.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think gassing up Higuruma to have potential on par with Gojo.
Not just that. He, in the latest chapter, Sukuna directly compares him to himself.
Yes.
That is the only character to ever get that kind of...
get that respect, yeah. I think it is very strange to have that happen and then just send him into the fucking blender that is Sukuna. I think is very weird to say the least. Like, I don't really know how else to describe it. I definitely feel like it just happened way too soon. Like, what was the point of even gassing this man up if it ultimately does not matter? Like, oh, he's on par. He has potential on par with Gojo and Sukuna. Oh, shiver me timbers. Who gives a fuck? He died like a few pages later. What does it matter? Like, what is I wish we could have time to truly, like, marinate with that. Because him learning reverse curse technique as quickly as he did is fucking bonkers, dude. Like, Gojo, child prodigy, six eyes, limitless, all this other bullshit, could not learn. He was trying for so long to learn RCT before, of course, my homeless king came in and taught him. But, like, he was trying so hard because he had that bum named Shoko being like, oh, well, you just have to, and there you go. That's how you do reverse curse technique. Like, God, my king was struggling so hard. And then he finally ended up learning it after a long time. But Higuruma, learning that as quickly as he did in the situation that he was in, fucking bonkers. Him learning domain amplification, with, you know, Sukuna saying like, oh yeah, the slash is like, the simple domain is good against my technique, but not as good as amplification. And Higuruma not only learns that, but also copies it like Sukuna did, which led to Sukuna giving him that respect of comparing himself to him. I really wish we could have stuck with this more. I really wish we could have got to see more of Higuruma messing around like with his curse technique. Exactly. Yes. I wish we could have had that rather than it just feeling like, okay, we're going to have it be stated that Higuruma has like potential on par with Gojo, because don't you remember in chapter 11 of the manga where Gojo was like, oh, the next generation, you know, we have people who could be on par with me and they're going to be people beyond special grade someday and blah, blah, blah. We have to fill that quota before we fucking blend his ass. I wish Higuruma got more time, and him just saying like, well, I think I should just die here. And then he just dies here is like, okay.
Deep foreshadowing.
Yeah, it's like, all right. Like there's not a moment where he's like, oh, I want to live, or like, I don't know, Yuji. Like, it was really interesting to have this parallel between him and Yuji where they both kind of feel the same way. And nothing really happens with that. It's just like, well, I think I should die here. And Yuji's like, well, I don't think you should. And Higuruma's like, nah, I think I should die here. And then he dies. It's like, all right. Okay, I guess.
Because I feel pretty similarly to you, Sailor. I think for me, it's going to depend on what happens next. Because if the Executioner's Blade does actually nothing, like if next chapter Sukuna just fucking doesn't, like, it doesn't hit him or like whatever, then I'm gonna question like, okay, like why do any of that?
Rev up those fryers.
If he actually stabs him, because I'm curious to see, because obviously Sukuna's not gonna die by the Executioner's Blade. That'd be such an anticlimactic way to take out the main villain. But it's like, because they were saying that maybe they could use it to rescue Megumi, and I know there's a lot of caveats to that. Because that dude is probably just fucking brain wiped right now. If it leads to that happening, then I think I'll come out more positively on the whole Higuruma thing, because it's like, I'm fine with it, to be honest. But if the Executioner's Blade's just fucking nothing, and like, it's just like, well, Higuruma tried, and he died.
Yeah.
And it's like, well,
did more than most.
There's nothing. That's like the most like absolute Gege-ism ever. Just introduce a character that's so insanely cool and powerful and then kill them so quickly, having them achieve like nothing.
For sure. Yeah, I'll admit, like,
with the themes.
Yeah, thematically it makes sense. Yeah, I'll admit, like, Higuruma isn't my favorite, so like, I'm not.
I love him.
I'm not like, I'm not like angry about his death like I was with Gojo. It was more so just like, why? Like, I feel like this happened way too soon. It's just very strange to see something like this happen, and I feel like this manga is giving me, like, we've reached a point where it's like, why should I believe in literally anybody anymore? Like, why should I get excited about, like, oh, wow, like, this character is going up against Sukuna. Damn. Because, like, they could look good and then they just fucking die at the start of next week. Like, I wish, because at the start of the series, Sukuna, he says something along the lines of, like, damn, like, no matter what era I'm in, you Jujutsu sorcerers are so annoying. You guys are like pests. And it kind of hinted at, you know, him struggling at least. But now it's just like, there is no struggle for Sukuna anymore. It's everything works out in his favor. He's head and heel stronger than everybody. And it's, I mean, we've talked about Sukuna's luck and stuff like that. And it's gotten to a point now where even where he does something that is very smart, which is chop off his hand before Higuruma can stab him with the executioner sword. Genuinely very smart plan by Sukuna. It doesn't feel like, oh, damn, Sukuna just outsmarted him. To me, it feels like, yeah, of course he found a way out of it. Of course there's no consequences for Sukuna because he's allergic to those. Because we can't even have like characters chipping away at Sukuna. Like, ironically, Sukuna dying because of something like Death of 1,000 Cuts would be pretty fucking cool, actually. Where, sure, Higuruma may have died, but like, hey, he set this into motion. Or like, sure, Gojo may have died, but he did this, you know? Like, all of this led up to Sukuna actually losing in the end. Whereas now, it's just like, oh man, Gojo, what did he do? He got rid of 10 shadows, I guess. Like, Gojo, he put Sukuna near death. Oh, he just healed himself. He pushed him to his limits, and he also helped him get the fucking dimensional cleave because Sukuna needed that to beat him. Okay. Kashimo, he's gonna... Oh, well, he didn't do anything. We have Higuruma. He's gonna take away his curse technique. Oh, he just took away the useless ass cursed weapon. You know, like, it's... Why should I feel excited for anybody? Like, Sukuna, I've seen a lot of people say that, like, this chapter makes sense. Because it does. Like, these chapters do make sense. But, like, just we say it all the time on this podcast. Something can make sense, and I can still not like it. Like, my issue with this chapter isn't that it doesn't fall in line with what's going on. I actually think this chapter is very on brand with Sukuna. And that's because Sukuna at this point is a goddamn gag character. He's a comedy character at this point. He is so allergic to consequences to such an absurd degree. It's funny. Like, it's, of course, Sukuna, like, can't take any damage, or like he can't be made to look weak. Of course, Sukuna lucks out of this situation. And all the while, the story is just like, yeah, even though he's getting all of these lucky moments, he's still so strong. Like, God, Hall of Fame empty stats panel of Sukuna, like, he beat the 5 Void Generals. Oh my God. Like, we're gassing up Sukuna after he just beat the fucking power ceiling of the series. We still need to fucking do all this extra shit for him. It's so strange.
You know what's interesting about it is, like, when you like explain it like that, to me, it's like Sukuna's like the exact opposite of Kaido.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kaido didn't kill a single person in the entire raid.
No, he did not. Not even
and
fucking Kimo.
Kaido was like a death by 1,000 cuts because everyone took shots at Kaido. Like, everyone got a hit in. And it's like, instead of Kaido getting consistently lucky, it's the main characters got lucky over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the exact opposite. Where it's like, Oda did everything in his power to fucking sabotage Kaido, where Gege's doing everything in his power to save Sukuna.
Yeah.
Just like over and over again.
For sure. And it's just led to a very, like, it's not an enjoyable experience to me. And I'm sure people will bring up, like, oh, but what about the time Yuji would have died to Mahito had Nobara not saved him? It's like, sure, obviously our heroes get bailed out, but, like, it's not as often in JJK, for one. And on top of that, it leads to so many more interesting moments. Like, that moment with Yuji getting saved by Nobara, where we learn, oh shit, Nobara can actually hurt this guy too. This adds an entirely new dynamic to this fight. Or Todo helping out Yuji. Oh my God, this is another added dynamic to the fight. And so on and so forth. Where it's like, for these moments with Sukuna, it doesn't add anything. I've brought this up before, but everything in the story now exists for Sukuna's sake. And I understand that's Sukuna. That's the whole point of him. He only cares about himself. And that's great. But like, goddamn, nigga. I just want I just want to be, you know, I just want to enjoy the story without just like throwing my hands in the air and just going fucking wallahi, I guess it's over. Like no one else matters but Sukuna. You know what I'm saying? Like I just this I feel like I go into a Sukuna rant every week, but like I can't help it, man. I can't fucking help it at this point.
Sukuna keeps reiterating how boring he thinks Yuji is. Like
Yeah.
he is completely
I was gonna get
like,
into
unimpressed.
this. Yeah.
He's completely unimpressed by Yuji in every facet.
Yes.
I was gonna bring that up. Like the Yuji slander does seem to continue from here.
Hey.
How
What
does
do
that
you
make you
guys
feel, Taylor?
think? What do you guys think Yuji does to like change that, if it's at all possible?
I mean, we're
There's the body swap thing, but like I don't know if that'll be enough to really like interest him. I don't know. Yeah, I genuinely don't know.
Same. It
It's
has to be hard for you, man.
it's gonna be, bro, my goat's gonna show out. I have faith.
First Maki and now Yuji.
It's
Both
tough.
of my goats are gonna show out. My stocks are listen, they're about to skyrocket.
Sounds like a Megami fan. Tragic.
I am not a Megami fan.
Hey man, nah man, he will do something cool, man.
Hell no, bro. Hell no, man. Shout out Lexton for the donation. Hot take: AFO and Kaido are better handled than Sukuna. AFO sucks dicks in hell, so I disagree with that. But Kaido's cool. I do like Kaido.
I think all three of them have some notable issues.
I agree.
I personally I like all three, but yeah, there are things that I am not in love with
For
all
sure.
three as well.
For sure. Yeah. I don't know what Yuji does. I think it's very interesting as well that Sukuna, he has no interest in Yuji, but he's like, nah, you can live. But then he's like, the chapters, they're like, wow, Sukuna's like really interested in Higuruma, and he's like, fucking die. Just executes him immediately. I'm not sure as to why that's the case. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I don't think it's like, oh, gay, plot hole, what the fuck? It's just very strange to see. Maybe he's just doing this to be like, aha, Yuji, look at you. You couldn't save anyone. Bitch. Maybe that's why. I don't know. But I just thought it was very strange. Yeah, right. That does sound like something he would do.
But aside from being in pure evil, he is kind of petty, especially when it comes to Yuji. He definitely would just do it to fuck with him.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sukuna is Yuji's biggest hater. So, like, I could definitely see something like that.
He's not all for one level of petty, but he's up there, I would say.
What do you mean? He could have killed Yuji when he first got Megumi, but he's like, wait, let him live. Look at how dumb this nigga looks. Keep him alive, because goddamn, this nigga looks stupid. Damn, bro. Like, yeah, one of my favorite moments from Sukuna where he's like, hey, why don't you come closer? And Yuji just takes a step and he just immediately slashes him up. And you just see in the corner of the panel, it's just Sukuna laughing. He's just like, ah, bitch. Oh, yeah, no, Sukuna's a hater, man. Sukuna, after giving this man Yuji the worst trauma dump of all time in Shibuya, nah, he's a hater. Sailor Sukuna is either tsundere or he's just a hater and wants him to suffer. Bro, that's like that one meme. It's like, she wasn't a tsundere, she just actually hated me. That's Sukuna, bro. He just actually hates him. But yeah, I'm really not sure what Yuji is gonna do. I mean, Yuji, do we think he's the one who used piercing blood?
Yeah,
Possibly. I think it's more likely than, Chozo, who is currently lying on the ground.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I definitely... What's up?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, I think it was Yuji, too. That was it.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of confused because, like, Yuji has these new abilities. Like, he's faster, he's stronger, he's got his fucked up arms. If we're assuming that he's the one that shot the piercing blood, then he has the blood techniques. He has the body swap. It's like he has all these new, like, tools. But weirdly enough, I don't think any of them are, like, that good. Like, I don't think any of them are, like, game-changing, where it's like, oh, this is what he's going to use to defeat Sukuna. It's like, well, what can any of those really do against Sukuna?
Kind of just took the piercing blood. Like, it wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just blocked.
Bro, he's literally... Because even if it's like, oh, because we just saw in the anime last episode of season 3, or season 2 rather, which is very good, with Uraume, where they were just like, aha, blocked piercing blood. Oh fuck, poison. You can't poison Sukuna. He's the king of poison too. So it's like, well, shit. Okay. So I'm not too sure what goes on with that. Maybe he uses the blood in a different way eventually. I don't know. It may also, I have also come to this conclusion recently, with Megumi being all types of fucked up. Do you think they just try to kill him instead of Sukuna? Because if they kill Megumi, Sukuna just dies. And I feel like Sukuna... Yes, because that's how it would have worked with Yuji for his execution. If they kill Yuji, Sukuna dies. So I think it might get to a point with all of this Sukuna glazing where it's just kind of like, fuck, man, we got no other choice. It's kind of like how at the end of AOT where they're like, we have no choice, we gotta kill Eren. I think it's going to be something like that with Megumi. Or at least I'm thinking that is starting to become more and more of a possibility. Because genuinely, what the fuck are we doing against Sukuna at this point? Like, we are running out of options.
Yeah, it's weirdly, I feel like, because, like, storytelling usually follows like a certain, it follows tropes and cliches. I feel like they have to have some type of ace up their sleeve, but also it's like, I don't know.
Bro,
I feel like they're just gonna lose. Like,
I feel like all of the tricks up our sleeves they're just being cut down. Like, fuck, man. Because I don't think Higuruma's executioner sword is gonna do much. It's just like, damn, man. Like, what else do we have? We have the soul split katana, which is like really good. That's gonna be cool. We have Yuta. Outside of those two, like. We have Hikari too, but we've already memed about how Hikari is just gonna die because of Sukuna. I legitimately have no idea what else could be left. I think it is, if Gege's going with the everyone dies besides Yuji ending, I think it might just be a situation where it's like, we gotta kill Megumi at this point. I don't know. Maybe it's a situation where Yuji, like, oh, well, never mind. That would mean Megumi's the only one who survives, and I don't want that. Yeah, no, I don't know at this point. I don't know at this point, man. It's weird, but whatever.
Well, going into 2024, I guess this is probably the last year we'll have weekly JJK, assuming Akutami is, accurate in his prediction. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah. We just got to see what happens, yeah. Let me read through some of these comments and then we can move on to our next set of chapters. I probably will not get to all of them because, wow, there are a lot of them and we have a lot to go through. So, Let me see. It's almost New Year's time where I am. Shouts out.
Nice.
I was I was feeling like a hater that day. Sleeping Danger, you're always a hater. Why are you acting like it was just that day in particular? Yuta trying to protect his girl by sending her to Africa. Hey, W mans. Oh man. 3-hour podcast. Let's go. Shit, it probably will be. Shout out to 70-year-old Sandman, bro. Silver, he's talking to you, not me. Yeah, I am. Yeah, yeah. That's you. That's you.
That's you, bro.
Hey, Maki had a sword called Dragon Bone. Uses that to push the year of the dragon agenda. Yeah, my tribal chief. That's my goat right there. I think Sukuna made a binding vow to give up Black Box for a while to do Strong Cleave instantly. Or no, to do Strong Cleave. No, it was instantly. I thought it was Insanity. No, it was instantly. If that's the case, while it does make sense, I would hate that because I want to learn more about Black Box. I hope we do sometime soon. We finally understand Sukuna's abilities like 30-ish chapters before the conclusion of the story. Hey, man, that's just how it is. If Sukuna made a binding vow to give up Black Box to get the world-slashing cleave, then I will forever call Jujutsu Kaisen the middest thing to ever exist. Damn, bro. Hey, man. W hater. Would be crazy speed anti-feat if the birds hit Sukuna. Hey, man. Hey, listen.
They're fast birds.
Listen, man. No, because he's saying the birds would be better than Yuji, and I disagree. They're not better than my goat.
Well.
I will kill you. You will die.
Just
I don't even hate Yuji, but goddamn, is it easy to slander him and call him a bum? Why you gotta say that shit, man? Why you gotta say that? Gojo let Sukuna spit his bars for that chant. Yeah. Nah, Taylor, I stood on business for that, or with that donation with the sex eyes, bro. Hey, man, I respect that. God damn, Zoro is just a generational hater, man. We have so many haters in this chat. I raised y'all so well. I'm glad Higuruma is dead, had nothing going for him. Why was he gassed so much before his death, before we could see him grow?
Bro, I don't know.
Come on, Sailor. Come on, Sailor. Expecting adequate screen time and pacing in rushed Kaizen is so unrealistic. Damn. Gege's writing with any character is just, well, I guess I'll die. That is true. Gege's new writing style is making it easy to slander / hate and call so many characters bums before we could see them grow. Unfortunately, that is true. For the sake of my heart, Gege putting in the "you've got it from here" was unnecessary. Hey, man. Trauma builds character. The cycle of pain for Yuji Itadori. There it is. Let me see. People coping on how these characters dying being so realistic fail to realize this is a story too. Yeah, I mean, for some people, that's something that I learned recently. For some people, something just being thematically consistent is okay. Like, that's like all they care about, which,
unless it's a story they dislike.
True. But like, and good for them if that is the case, you know, good for you if that is all you care about. But like, to me, I just kind of consider that to be like the baseline. So like, yeah, something can be like comprehensive and make sense, but what about the rest, you know? What about my drink, my diet, Dr. Kelp, you know? I need the rest. Let me see. This is a story, so we need to spend time with them and care about them. Characters dying like this is so dumb. People will cope and say this relates to the themes of dying alone and quick without achieving anything. Damn. Let me look through some more of these. Can't wait for the next chapter to be like, at the last second, Sukuna grows a mouth on his back, consuming the executioner sword and gaining its technique. He can now employ the death penalty at will. Bro, shut the fuck up, because this could actually happen. Do not give Akutami any ideas, please, bro.
Bro just started redrawing the chapter.
Yeah, right? Akutami heard that. He was like, ooh. Yoink, I need that. Yeah. Send in his drafts again, bro. Damn. Also, the heroes get bailed out, and then like 3 of them end up dying in between. Sukuna just has back to back to back good luck. True, Hunter. True. Let me see some more of them. We're reaching the end here. Soul Splitter about to split Megumi and Sukuna apart somehow. Hey, I don't know. Gotta really kill Sukuna's host because Sukuna recovered from ripping out Yuji's heart and dying for a while. I feel like you gotta fuck up Megumi more than he already is. Nobara and Last Finger trust Sailor. Nah, bro, it's Jover. she's gone, bro. She's gone. All I'm waiting for is that bum Hikari to die and my goat/king Yuta kills Sukuna instead of that bum Yuji. Damn. Megumi surviving at this point would be cruel. So very gay option. That is true and also true. But yeah, that is everything for JJK this week. Tune in next week where I bitch and moan and cry about Sukuna. And yeah, let's move on to the next chapters. Unless you guys have anything else you want to say about JJK.
No.
Nope.
No.
All right, so moving on, let me write down this timestamp real quick. My Hero Academia chapters 410 and 411. Fellas, the king is back. How are we feeling?
It's
All for one is all for done. Let's go.
God.
You've been saving that for like 2 weeks, huh?
Yes, and now it's actually true.
That's true.
Fine.
Well, this is a pretty monumental chapter because, like, yeah, he's just done.
Yes,
like-
sir. Fucking finally.
Bro
Oh
wasn't
my
even born.
God. Yeah. Bro wasn't even born. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Thank God. Oh my God. Seeing Shiggy in these chapters. Oh. Bro, the one panel where it's just it follows after like the destruction following Shiggy, and it's just him like dancing in the destruction. I'm like, oh, my king. He's finally back. Bro, I fell to my knees. I said, real shonen is back, baby. This is what I'm fucking talking about. This shit means something to me, man. It's the fucking goat.
Like, we got some crazy 2-page spreads with these chapters.
God, dude.
It's like,
I
Oh,
think
man.
this was the perfect way to take out All for One.
Yes, sir, man.
I
It's
really,
so-
really like that Bakugo was the
Yeah.
one to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
it's so
I
good.
agree. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was a part of me that was still hoping Shigaraki would get that fine and it'll blow in, but it's not like I
Mhm.
hate this either.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or, just like both have relevant symbolism to it all. Also, I'm fine with it regardless.
Yeah. I think because I would have liked Shigaraki getting the final kill too, but like at the same time, All for One pretty much dying because of like pretty much figuratively and literally killing himself, I think is very funny. I think it's very funny and very fitting for him. So yeah, I like that one a lot.
I also
Bakugo
like-
having his moment is good too.
I also like that he doesn't get to die to anyone that he considers important.
Yeah.
hmm
That
Yeah,
would-
I
that
really
would
like
at least
that.
be a
Icing on the
meaningful
cake,
end
isn't
to him. To him, this is the most like pathetic ending possible, which is good.
I mean, it is, yeah, bro. Went out as a baby, little baby, man, little goo goo
Trolley
gaga.
I
baby.
also like that he wanted to live forever, and he gets it. He doesn't stop aging. He just goes backwards. So it's a very ironic,
Yeah.
in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, him
I
wanting
like
more
it a lot.
people to like acknowledge him, pretty much, like look at him and all this other shit. Yeah, it was nice to see those little bits of All for One towards the end there. But at the end of the day, fuck that nigga. My goat is back. Finally. This is all I've wanted for so long. Jesus Christ. Shigaraki is so cool, man. And I guess, speaking of which, we can just get right into Shigaraki stealing Danger Sense. How do you guys feel about that one?
I think it makes sense. I think it's... A lot of people are calling it a plot hole. It's not. It makes perfect sense that he would be able to do this by now.
I don't think it's a plot hole. I am interested to see, I think it just changes what I thought about One for All, because I thought all of those quirks, they just existed inside of the quirk of One for All, which I guess they still technically do, but, this kind of makes it feel like they're all separate factors, and that was what, kind of confused me.
I think the fact that we were able to see them as, distinct vestiges does show some level of individuality.
For sure, yeah. I just thought it was, all of they all just live inside the quirk. I thought, they were just One for All at the peak of its powers, pretty much.
Shiggy reached in.
Yeah, Shiggy said, hey, no DLC for you, buddy. I'm taking all your fucking, your bullshit.
I do want to bring that up real fast. It's that panel is just so fucking cool. Or you have that giant hand reaching down for them. And it's fucking nuts.
God. Dude. And shout out, bro. Shout out to Shigaraki. I aspire to be as big a hater as him. God, that is my king right there. When they were just you mean to tell me his hate is overpowering all of our wills combined? I said, oh my God, that's my king. What a hater. That's my fucking guy, man. Oh my Lord. And it's amazing to me. God, Shigaraki is the fucking GOAT. It's amazing to me how Shigaraki pulls up and immediately is more terrifying and threatening than All for One. Shiggy, you have the vestiges we should run, dude. We need to get the fuck out of here. And Shigaraki's no. First off, I can see you bitch boys talking. Oh my God. It's literally, oh my God. Masaka. Oh my wa nani mono da. And then Shigaraki just goes, yeah, y'all can run, but I'm holding y'all hostage right here. Because if you do, I'm blowing up this volcano and all of Japan. So you better stop me. Oh my God. Holy shit.
It's they do perfectly exemplify that, exactly why it is he's more dangerous than All for One. Because All for One wants to dominate everything. He needs subjects for that. Shigaraki, he's literally just prepared to wipe off this entire country off the map.
Yes.
The panel on the second to last page, or it's just him just smiling and just enjoying the destruction.
Yes.
It's so fucking good.
That's so cool.
Oh my God,
he's
bro.
So fucking good.
That is my fucking GOAT right there, man.
Yeah, no. It's that other or 2-page spread and before that where you literally just see him walking up and it's literally nothing but complete destruction and walking behind him. It's so fucking good.
Oh my God, dude. Even the spread before that where he's just fucking screaming. It's oh my God, he looks so ugly. But that's my fucking GOAT. that's my guy. Yeah. God, man. Yeah, Shigaraki is just W aura. His aura is unmatched, man. For so long, this series has had L aura because we've had to see Fraud for One walking around, and we've had to be so consumed about what this bitch has been doing, man. Not no more. Thank God. It's been a rough couple of years, man. We were in the trenches. We had All for Done doing all this type of shitty shit. But finally, we made it to the other side. And our king was there waiting for us, man. God, thank you. So good.
Meanwhile, us All for One fans were feasting for a good couple years, having a good time.
Y'all niggas are fat. I've been malnourished. The streets have been unfed. I have been malnourished for 3 years. Do you know how it is to go hungry in Walmart? I couldn't have anything in there, bro. Do you know how that is?
I can't imagine it. It just sounds like You saw all this food and we're like, no, I can't.
Bro, I couldn't.
It's a fraudulent food.
I couldn't afford it, bro. My agendas weren't agendaing, man. God damn, but finally, I could eat again. Oh my god. Thank you,
It's
Shigaraki.
funny because Zenith and I were talking about this chapter in VC one night, and I was kind of saying, like, it's really interesting because I feel similarly where it's like, fuck, dude, I don't know how the fuck Deku's going to beat Shigaraki. The same way it's like, I don't know how Yuji's going to beat Sukuna. I do think Shigaraki's a bit more manageable, but it's like, because that's the thing with Shigaraki, right? He's insane, but it's like, it's just the fucking decay. Like, if he didn't have
that
decay,
and regen,
he's
yeah.
so much more manageable. Well, even the regen, it's like Deku could punch him really hard enough times, I feel like. But like decay, you just get hit, you get touched and you're dead.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just so fucking instantaneous. Like, it's so deadly.
And now,
There's,
even
like,
if he
no
gets
counter
touched,
to it.
yeah, even if Izuku gets touched and he doesn't get decayed, oh well, just took another quirk, dickhead. Like,
Yeah, it's so fucking, this is such a bad situation. Well, I really love, to give Deku credit, I love the end of the chapter.
yes.
Where he's like, all of this is part of a bigger picture deep inside. You are human. I really like it because I think Deku is actually seeing how flawed Shigaraki, his entire like motivation is. Because Shigaraki believes that he's put all of his human emotion behind him. That he's just the embodiment of destruction. That he's that he's a monster, truly. But that's literally impossible because he wouldn't be any of that if he didn't have those human emotions, those human fears that caused him to feel that way to begin with.
Exactly.
It's like, you can't get rid of that. You can't separate those two things.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, man. It's Real Shonen is fucking back, baby. Oh my god. God.
This is how we bring in the new year, brothers.
Oh my god, dude.
This is about to be the best fight in the series.
I'm
I
so
really think
excited. This is about to be generational. Holy shit. I'm so
I'm
excited.
so happy we didn't cut away too, because I really did think we were gonna cut away, like Aizawa stuff or other stuff.
Oh my god, I would have been malnourished again. Just after I got a slice of pizza, I would have been malnourished again. Holy fuck. But hey, man. Thank goodness. Yeah, I'm really happy we stuck with this. It's this dynamic between the two of them is so good. And it's only gonna get more interesting now that Shigaraki can just like yoink bro.
Like,
What
it's
if
gonna
he
be
snatches?
say-
What if he snatches Nana, and like we get interactions with them? Like, ugh,
Oh, that'd be so cool.
god
okay, yeah,
damn.
I think
I really kind of want to see how.
a big part of these fights coming up are going to be, I think, how the vestiges interact with Shigaraki. Because I think the vestiges are going to play a part in his defeat. Like, him getting too greedy and stealing these quirks and that, like, backfires on him. I think that's going to be a part of it for sure.
That would be interesting. Because, like, I was about to say, is, like, I do want to keep seeing this happen, where he's, like, stealing in each part of One for All, one by one. And he's, like, we're starting to lose more and more of the vestiges. Until it's, like, just him and the first user, Yuji. Yeah, I think that'd be cool to see like the outside perspective. But you also bring up the interesting part about what's going on inside as well, about how the vestiges interact with Shigaraki now that they're captured. Or that could be interesting, especially he was not. So I definitely would love to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I really love how already like Shiggy takes it and he's already getting busy with Danger Sense. I love the paneling that's used with Danger, like even the last bit with Izuku saying like you're human, and you just see Danger Sense going crazy with that panel over Shigaraki.
It's so good.
Yeah, right. Oh my god, bro. Holy
about to go
shit.
insane.
Dude, yeah, because they were even saying like, yo, you guys are on another level right now, and it's true. Like, Deku was able to take that, like, getting bounced like a little pogo stick, like, or a fucking gumball. I don't even know how far. Like, insane. But
like several hundred miles, I think.
It was a while.
Or it's
Yeah.
at least 100, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just got to track
way to
where they
Mount
were.
Fuji.
Yeah, all the way to Mount Fuji. Yeah, it was like, holy shit, dude. Yeah, it's generational. It's generational. I'm just really excited to see the rest.
I'm so fucking excited for this fight.
Yeah. That's all I can really say. I'm so excited that Shigaraki is back. I'm so excited that he's like immediately intimidating. And just I'm so excited to see more of him and Deku. Like their dynamic is so good when we get time to like shine on it.
Well, their
And
dynamic is my favorite part of the series.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
There isn't anything else in the series that I like as much as their dynamic.
I agree. Yeah. And I just my chefs are in the kitchen. I'm ready to feast, man. I'm ready to watch them cook. It's going to be good.
Let's just hope they don't send out an appetizer first.
Listen, bro,
they cut away next chapter.
I'm gonna kill myself. It's over.
Man.
Oh my god. Let me look through these comments real quick, and then we can move on to our next chapters. Return of the King, absolutely. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't get to see Bakugo exploding a baby. Oh my god.
I mean,
Jesus
hey, look.
Christ.
Normally, I would be taken aback by that, but honestly, I fucking get it. I'm with you there.
Hey man, that'd be the most insane out of context panel in the history of manga.
Like the clip of the Flash when he puts the baby in the microwave.
Oh my god, bro. Next chapter we switch to Kakashi and Obito. Aizawa and Kurogiri drama. Could have done that in Vigilantes. Listen, bro. It might still be in Vigilantes. We're gonna start the manga back up to have that. There's always AFO vestige, so we might get to see AFO being dusted by Shiggy. Hey man, I don't want to see him ever again. I'm good. My king is here. I don't need to see him get the kill. We see with AFO Garaki that Shiggy unconsciously made his hand look like his family members. He clearly is more human than he pretends to be. Yeah, man. My goat has layers. If Shiggy definitely decaying Mount Fuji, they'll battle around lava, a reference to Obi-Wan versus Anakin.
Yeah, and Revenge. I was actually talking about that when the chapters came out. It's I am so down for that. Need that Star Wars nerd to come out.
Yeah, the fucking Star Wars nerd is he's back and about, man. It's gonna be good, man. I'm really excited for this. Is there anything else you guys would like to say about these chapters before we move on to our next set?
Yeah, Black Whip is fucking awesome.
Black Whip is just like
It's
one of the
so
best quirks in the
cool.
series. Yeah.
He made a shield out of it. He can combine it with the others for the chain. Like, oh, it's so good.
It's
so
dope.
good, yeah.
It's dope.
Got
as
it
shit.
wrapped around his arm in the last one. I think it's like, using it to brace.
Yeah,
himself.
like keep his arm together. Yeah.
Mhm. And I'm pretty sure he's just straight up going 100% at the end. So like,
I think he is too, because his
going
thing
all
broke.
out.
Yeah.
hmm
I think he's going all out here. So we're about to see some crazy shit, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. It's gonna be generational, like I said. But anyway, let's move on to our next set of chapters here. One New Pisua, chapters 1002 and 1003. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
Oh man, dude, One Piece is so good right now.
It's so good.
Dude, this
My boy
chapter,
Kuma deserves better.
1102, made me cry.
I
fucked
almost
me up.
did. I
Yeah.
felt
I
it.
cried at the end,
Yeah.
dude. I was like actual tears. Kuma is one of my favorite fucking characters in the series, dude.
Absolutely.
And I'm so happy we got to see his perspective on his meetings with the Straw Hats. Because I feel like we needed that really badly.
Yes.
It's so fucking good, dude. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, man. Like him saying like him seeing Luffy cry and he was like, it's not like that. Like you just need to prepare. You can do it. You just need to train. Like Oh man.
My boy Kuma.
Fuck me. That combo, fuck you, Oda. That combo of like Vegapunk seeing all of Kuma's memories and you just see Kuma running. And then you have Vegapunk like crying, and then the follow-up with Wish Bonnie happy 10th birthday for me. Fuck
Dude,
you.
that's the part that got. Dude, I read through that whole chapter like, all right, this is what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens. Happy 10th birthday. Yeah, man.
God.
Yeah,
man.
Holy
I'm like feeling it right
shit.
now just talking about it, dude. It's so
Shout out
Man,
to
fuck the
Jesse.
Gorosei.
Shout out Jesse dropped in $50 basically. Only came in to say Happy
Shout
New Year's
out.
Eve and Happy New Year's, my goats. We'll listen to the podcast at 12 tonight to start the new year with a peak podcast. Thank you so much. Holy
Dude,
fuck.
Okay, that actually does mean a lot.
Wow. Yeah.
that's
Thank
really
you,
sick,
man.
bro. We
Holy
appreciate that.
shit. What the fuck? Like, oh my god. Like, not only just the money, but the comment too. What the fuck, dude? Oh, I'm
I
flustered.
always get so happy when people are nice to us in the comments.
Yeah, I'm like flustered
Not
right
feeling,
now. It's
isn't
like,
it?
oh,
I love the slander comments because they're genuinely funny, but it's also like doing like whenever
I
I
like
forget we got one
compliments
comment one
too.
time. Yeah, we got one comment one time that was just like, man, I love you guys. I was like, bro, that means so
thank
much.
you.
Like, thank you.
Damn, man, that's fucking whew. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna say it's a bit unfair. I was already on the verge of tearing up thanks to Bonnie. You didn't have to come hit me with that, goddamn. But yeah, man, thank you. Holy shit! Oh my god.
I would put like this chapter, those final 2 pages, Vegapunk, where he's like, your death is a nuisance to every person who's ever known and loved you, and then a very happy 10th birthday. I would put that moment on par with like Robin, I Want to Live. In terms
Absolutely.
of like just sad, like how fucking sad it is.
Absolutely.
It's like, oh man, dude, it's
even with
this is like the best backstory post time skip. I think it's just one of the best. It might just be the best backstory.
it's
in the
I
entire
think it's
series.
just my favorite, honestly. Cause like even with Robin, you know, her saying I want to live, it always fucks me up every time because like it like just how much raw emotion is put into that, because like obviously like it's so cathartic, and like just hearing her say that, it's just like, oh, it hits me in my feels. But like happy 10th birthday, it is nothing but Berserk Guts OST fucking pain and suffering. like Robin is like, yeah, Robin, finally. With this one, I am crying in the club. I am fucking I am in a puddle. Like it's just so sad.
I cannot wait until Toei gets to this.
I don't want to cry again.
Yeah, man, I can wait.
Oh my god, I don't need to see this animated. I barely was able to keep it together when like reading this chapter. I didn't like bawl my eyes out, but like I think the last time I came this close to crying was I Want to Live. Like One Piece just evokes so much emotion, and then the time before that was the silent send off in Alabasta. Like One Piece evokes so much emotion out of me, man. Like it's, oh my god, like Kuma he's so pure, and I just wish he had a much better life, man. I just wish he deserves so much. Just to see everything get taken from him, like. God damn. Also, Saint Saturn, excuse me, just being like, yeah, I was behind all of the literal worst things that ever happened in your life, Bonnie. Fuck you.
Which
it's like, oh
I
my
think we've talked
god.
about that before. I think some of us did guess that it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
usually get.
so I guess we're jumping into the next chapter. The 1,000.
Man, fuck the Gorosei. Fuck these
Because-
guys.
So in 1103, Saturn says like it was all me, yada yada. apparently, from what I've seen, that's not an accurate translation, because the implication from that translation is that he's her dad.
Yeah.
Because he like straight up says like, your mom became wife number 8 and I experimented on her and all that stuff. Apparently the Japanese is he says your mom was wife to like that person, like someone important, and then he experimented on her.
Yeah.
And she got the sapphire scale and all that. And well, he did give her the devil fruit.
Without giving her the fruit, which is crazy.
Yeah, she just inherited it genetically, which is insane.
That is such an insane thing.
It really reminds me of Sanji and his brothers, how they don't have devil fruits, but their powers are very devil fruit-like, and they were given to them before they were born through like genetic tampering. I think it's something similar to that. But clearly Saturn is just a much better scientist than Judge. Which would make sense, because Saturn's most likely been alive since the Void Century. So he has a lot more knowledge on advanced science, because we know back in the day they were super insane with what they could do.
Yeah.
We also got a bit better idea of how her devil fruit works exactly, which is good, because I remember when we saw her do like the big Nika punch, everyone, and myself included, was like, how the fuck did she do that? I have no idea. But I think it's cool that it's like, the more knowledge she gains of the future, the less she's capable of, like, it's all based on her imagination.
Yeah. It's sort of like Nika's fruit in a sense.
It's that childlike sense of wonder is what makes her power more powerful.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is sad that she's losing the power of it. Like, she's getting weaker.
Yeah.
Like, being faced with all of this, it's really fucked up.
Man, fuck you, Oda. That callback with her saying like, I think I should just die like her dad. God, man. Oh my god. I hate it here, man. I hate it here. But I then begin to love it here again, because Kuma comes in, makes the big save, and it looks like he's charging up a fist, dude. Like,
that punch, dude, if it connects, that's gonna be like Luffy punching the Celestial Dragon.
Oh yeah,
like levels of fucking hype, dude. Oh my god, I really hope he just fucking socks him right in the face.
I was about to say, I need him to deck him, dude. Holy
I need
shit.
there to be a dent in his face.
Yes. I need him to be
not.
blocked
No.
stupid.
I need him not to have a face after this.
Damn, turn him into all for one. Yeah, bro.
Yes.
This punch. I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready for it. A small thing about these chapters too. I liked seeing again, he's surprising me in this arc, Kizaru's reactions to this stuff. Where he's just sitting there, and he's like, one panel that was very low key, but it was like, I don't want to say powerful, but like it kind of hit me, where he's just sitting there. He doesn't say anything. Like, all this stuff is going on with Bonnie and Kuma and stuff like that. And he's just sitting there, and he just looks sad. It's like, oh man, damn.
I think this is Kizaru's. This is the most that his position can allow him to do, is to not do anything, because he's fine. Like, he could get up and like fight right now if he wanted to, but he's pretending that he's injured because he can't bear to like hurt Vegapunk and Bonnie and Kuma. Like, these are his friends. Like, he's not going to do it. And I've seen a lot of people talk about it, and I do think it's true. The panel we see Luffy eating like all of the food, Saturn's like, where did that food come from? It's interesting because Kizaru, the last time we see him, he's like laid flat, and then immediately after that panel of Luffy eating food, he's like sitting up. So I'm pretty sure Kizaru's the one that gave him all the food.
Oh, you think so?
Okay, I haven't seen people talk about that.
Damn.
Okay.
And even I saw someone else bring it up. If you look at the panel where Luffy's eating the food, next to him is like a ramen. It's a bowl of ramen.
Oh, that's what Kizaru
It's the exact
had.
bowl of ramen that Kizaru was eating, like when they first arrived.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay.
I'm pretty sure, like, this is Kizaru helping them escape, which is good, because that's what I thought he would do.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. I mean, I feel like at this point, and it's all but confirmed that he's going to be, like, silently helping them returning coat. This would be great. Because not to mention, yeah, like you said, he's probably the only person who could be fast enough to actually get that food to him and then be right back to where he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, dude.
Yeah, I need Luffy to get out and, like, be Nika and, like, do, like, just save Bonnie and Kuma. Like, I want to see that so fucking badly, dude.
Yeah.
Also, getting to, like, agenda piece, one of my favorite memes I saw this week was, it was the panel where it's Bonnie, you know, saying, I think it'd be better off to be dead, which is so sad. God, dude. But it's the panel where it's like Sanji and Vegapunk and they're on the floor like screaming, and it was just the caption was like Sanji Blood's trying to activate his Conqueror's Haki.
Oh my god! Oh no, bro! Shit, hey man! Oh my god! Cutting back to Jujutsu Kaisen real quick. My favorite agenda thing is in the volume extras for volume 25. You see that, like, Urume, like, you see the aftermath of her taking the 200% hollow purple. And people are like, huh.
Yeah.
So they took the hollow purple, and Hakari's fighting him, huh? You mean to tell me Hakari is going to be stronger than the hollow purple?
I hate that shit.
Oh,
Blocked it for them.
Hey, nah, agenda's agenda. Hey, agenda's agenda, man. That shit had me cracking up when I saw it. Shouts out, man.
Bro, that's the equivalent of, like, seeing the beginning of One Piece and being like, damn, so you're telling me that Luffy really beat that Sea King there?
You mean to tell me the Sea King that took Shanks' arm?
I saw that Shanks is the one that lost his arm, but it's like, you know, he was there, so it's the same thing.
Agendas are agending, respectfully. Yeah, no. I'm so excited to see the next chapter with One Piece, man. Like, there's I am so ready to be washed away in such a cathartic moment. I just need to see this nigga get his shit rocked. I need Luffy to transform into Nika and, you know, them realizing it's him. Oh, yeah. I'm so ready. I'm so ready, Oda. Please give it to me now. Also, was it Oda who said that? I forget. It was him. The audacity of this man Oda to be like, yeah, Happy New Year's, everybody. I can't wait to, or my New Year's resolution is to eat more barbecue and draw more fun manga. After drawing the most heartbreaking chapter I've seen in my fucking life, fuck you, man. God, man, I am suffering. But yeah, man, should be good. I'm looking forward to it.
Dude, so fucking good.
All right, let me look through some of these comments and then we'll move on to our next chapter because we only got 2 more left. Let me see. I'm not even a One Piece fan and I'm still invested. Kuma was looking at Luffy like, bro, you're not him. I'm sending you to lock in. You gotta lock in, bro.
That is exactly what he said verbatim.
That is exactly what he said. Yeah, it was really cool to see Kuma just be like, listen, if this guy does exist, I think it's Luffy. It's like, oh my god, man, god damn, man, it's so cool. Rank One Piece chapters this year. Kuma backstory, S tier. The rest don't matter. I know Oda doesn't kill off characters, but I need Saturn gone for real. Is he Bonnie's father though? I don't think so.
We'll have to wait for the official translation, but
that is
from
true.
what I understand, I don't think Saturn is Bonnie's father.
The Sanji slander this chapter nearly had me on my knees. Hey, Blood was just trying to unlock his Conqueror's Haki. Couldn't do it. I want a 7-page Muda next chapter. Hey, the streets need it. You're right. Kizaru became an Uber Eats driver. No. Oh shit, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. So who fed Luffy? Was it Caribou, Kizaru, Luffy? Nah, it has to be Kizaru, the Uber Eats driver, man. Holy fuck. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's still like a Blackbeard crew members there. What the hell? I totally forgot about that.
Yep, they're there. That just reminds me, it makes so much sense now, because I got a notification for one of Brago's videos, and it had Kizaru in an Uber Eats uniform. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, why does he have that in his thumbnail? That makes so much more sense now.
You're gonna have to send that photo. I need to see that.
Oh my god. Does Kuma using hockey mean that he's still in there? I think so. I want to say so.
Is Will.
Yeah, exactly. So. It's Will, so I think that he's still in there. Nah, I'm betting on Caribou. You're not betting on the Uber Eats Kizaru? Damn. Maintaining the agenda is the top priority. That's true. My boy Dragon was chilling and posing, looking towards the east. Amen. Brago the GOAT for real? True. Shout out Brago. Do you think Bonnie is coming with us? At this point, I think so. I am a believer in Bonnie joining the crew.
I'm with it. It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to join the crew, but I do really like Bonnie. I wouldn't be mad if she did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not something that I assumed would happen, but like, I mean,
yeah,
if it does.
I was about to say, if it does happen, awesome. If not, I'm still fine. But I am a believer in her joining.
I mean, she does meet the tragic backstory requirement now, so maybe.
Yeah. I mean,
personally,
so
it's still a weird idea to me.
Why?
Because like she's got her own crew and I don't know. It's like she's already got her
Bonnie
own crew.
Bonnie does not have her own crew. They're all gone.
Oh yeah.
They're all gone. They've been gone for like literal years.
I think she's gonna stick with Vegapunk wherever he goes and whatever he does.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel like that's the most likely outcome here.
That's fair.
Or like, they're like I said. I mean, obviously, Vegapunk's still gonna go with the Straw Hats, and they're probably gonna be going to Elbaf. So maybe they'll travel with him up until there. You know, maybe it'll be like a Momonosuke situation. And where they're only going to be in with him for a short time.
She'll stick around for a while.
Yeah,
exactly.
Morge made a video talking about this, which I thought was very good. Shout out Morge too. And pretty much saying that like Bonnie is gonna be like the child apprentice on Luffy's crew, kind of like how Shanks and Buggy were. And I believe it. I definitely do. I feel such a connection with her. Like, Bonnie and Kuma have risen so far up my favorite characters list. Like, it's actually insane. So I really am hoping, especially with like all of the parallels she and Luffy have, and how much emphasis is put on that, I really do hope that she ends up joining. I hope she's here to stay. I think that'd be really cool. Also, side note, with the Bonnie Pirates, I just like this chapter, or I guess these chapters, made me realize how fucked up it is from the perspective of everyone else. Because let's say, right, you have to go chase after the Bonnie Pirates. You're in the Marines. You got to chase after the Bonnie Pirates. And they're like, okay, well, we need you to chase them. Why is that? Well, they keep causing havoc. Everywhere they go, there's just a bunch of beat up old people and children. These niggas beat up senior citizens and children? Like, what the fuck? Like, these niggas, they beat up old people and literal children, little wah babies, like, straight out of the stroller. They're just kicking that shit over. That's awful. We need to stop them. Of course, they don't know it's Bonnie's power, but, like, from their perspective, like, Bonnie is, like, she has one of the most evil pirate crews out there. Like, holy shit. Yeah.
Bakugo 2.0.
Yeah, no, seriously. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, we got to put it into her. She's crazy. So yeah, I thought that was funny when I came to that realization reading these chapters. But overall, yes, very, very good. Very, very good stuff. Anyway, is there anything else you guys would like to say before we move on to our next chapter?
Nope.
No, not really.
True. All right. So next up is Chainsaw Man chapter 151. Fellas, how did we feel about this one?
It was a good chapter.
Yeah.
I
It's cool.
fucking love this chapter.
Dude, I'm so excited for the next chapter. What a terrible time to have a
To
break.
go like on a month break, yeah. Fuck.
Dude, I have been like hyping up the moment that, you know, Denji would do his thing once again. And it's just a break after that.
It's such a long one too. Like if it was just a week, it's like, oh, okay, we'll lock in after that. A whole month break is so rough, man. God. This chapter, so good. So very good. Not only just for Denji, but like learning more about other characters. Like Barum had a connection with Makima. That was cool. Like it wasn't just like straight up control. Like he actually did have like a thing, I guess. Like, and that like
Which, you know,
last,
fair.
yeah, very fair. And that like overpowers Nayuta. Like in the current, like that's kind of crazy. Holy shit. You obviously had the stuff going on with Denji, which was very, very good. I'm looking forward to seeing like, why were you laughing? Like, oh God, man. I'm so excited for that. My goat Fumiko, you know, she did nothing. So that means this chapter was the best. Yeah, just overall really good stuff, man. Really, really good.
Bro,
It's
Denji,
so-
like, he's gonna be so powerful.
He's
Oh
gonna
my
Yeah,
be
man,
god,
it's gonna be
he's
crazy.
so powerful. It's like, and with this whole thing is so tragic, but Denji is just finally like free to pursue what he wants.
Absolutely.
He has the realization that what he truly wants is to be Chainsaw Man, and then he immediately comes to the choice being made for him that, yeah, you can do this now.
Yeah. It was.
And it's such a tragic moment of like, oh, I get to do this. I've lost everything, so I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
True.
man, Denji being after pretty much all of part 2 was just spent like pushing and pulling this man in so many different directions. It's really like, it's both cathartic and very sad to see this. And it only makes me wonder how this is gonna go. Like,
Yeah.
how bad is this gonna be for everyone that isn't named Nayuta? Like, how badly is this gonna go? Like, ugh, this that one panel of like top right corner of the final spread, it's just him laughing with the chainsaw sprouting out of his head. Is like, oof.
I will say, I definitely do love that one page just before where it's like, hey, Pochita and the younger Denji waving at each other saying like, yep, I'm doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
I love that. I feel like that's the perfect representation of how well this has come around, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vegeta is always the one who inspires Denji to like follow his dreams, man.
It's so funny because it's like Pochita is not like bad, but he's also not like a good person either.
No.
He is
Well, I mean, he's a
just-
devil.
He just purely supports his best friend,
Mhm.
regardless of what that means. And I think that's so funny because obviously that seems like he's gonna be a good guy, but he's not. Like,
Mm-hmm.
literally, his whole thing that we've seen is he'll come and save you, and then he'll kill you. When we first get his lore.
Hey,
Well,
man.
again, devil is kind of his thing.
Oof.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can't exactly expect like the devil to be like I feel like you can't really expect the devil to be a fully good person.
Yeah, of
you know?
course. It's
Like the whole
look
thing is
at him.
contradictory.
Like, I mean, look at him. He looks like he should be nice, but he's really not.
Yeah.
And I think it's so easy to forget that. But like chapters of this remind me of that. It's like, oh yeah, he sees the burning house and is like, hey Denji, this is fucking great, right? Let's do this.
Do your
Lock it
thing,
in.
bro. Yeah, lock in. God, that one line from Barum, "These flames are your punishment," is like, oh man, fuck. It's like Denji just wanted to have like a good life, man. He just wanted to enjoy life, and so many people are just like pushing this stuff onto him. It's like, it's your fault. Like, how dare you try to live a life that you're proud of or that you're happy with? Like, it's your fault. It's like, man, what the fuck? Come on, dude. Like, you just can't even enjoy the little things, man. Can't just let him enjoy life. My boy has to suffer constantly.
Right.
I feel like for so long in part 2, I've been kind of like just kind of confused with what Fujimoto was like going for. Yeah, like where we were going with it. But I feel like now the vision is clear, and I really like it. I really like this direction that he's taking
Yeah.
for Denji and Asa. I can't wait for them to meet back up. I think it's gonna be so fucking good.
Yeah, man. Favorite two losers doing their thing. It's gonna be hype.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have much else to say other than, God, I am so excited and nervous. I am so ready for next chapter, but it's gonna be a while before that comes, so just gotta wait, I guess. Let me look through some of these comments and we'll move on to our last one this week. Let's see.
I also, just one thing. I
Go
like how casually strong Denji is every now and then. Like, he just ripped his shirt. We just did that.
Just get this shit off me, man.
Which
Fuck.
is like, it's anime, so you don't really think about it, but like, that's tough. Like, that would be hard for a person to do.
Hey, man, you just like that. Let me see. Question is whether she joins the crew or pulls a law, referring to Bonnie. Oda is such a tease with Yamato in that cover page. Amen. That's the only time. Get a good look. That's the only time she's gonna be with the Straw Hats. I see Kizaru, Sentomaru, Old Man, Vegapunk, and Body leaving together, and then Straw Hats leave with Lilith. Oh, I mean, Lilith is cool, so I wouldn't be too mad, but that'd be, I don't know, I wouldn't expect a Lilith to be the one to go with the Straw Hats, but whatever. Lilith has my favorite Vegapunk design out of all of them, so if it ends up being her, fine. Let me see. Return of the King. True. Let me see. Will Streamlabs let me scroll down? There we go. Barum, a generational simp. Bro simping from beyond the grave. Amen. A dog never stops howling at the moon, man. Never. Love always was able to beat the Control Devil's power, even toxic love. True.
Valid.
Honestly, I can't believe that Fujimoto still hasn't shown us Rees. So many chapters since weapon hybrids have been confirmed alive and still nothing. Most anticipated return of 2024. Amen.
Here's the thing, though.
Great.
That just means that she got out. Which, like, good for her.
No, I want her
Like,
to
that's
suffer.
all. I mean, like, look, it ain't with Denji, but I'll take that.
Yeah, good for her.
Like,
Man.
she got her senses back. Was like, oh, bye.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Living my best life. None of that. Wait, y'all want to start a church to do what? Bruh, I am gone. Why do you want to defeat the Death Devil? We can't die, loser.
I'm fucking out of here, bucko. Denji laughing reminds me of Aaron after Hans. Oh, well, now I hate it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, that is true. Finally, the peak is back on podcast. True. Ree's finna come back the same week the movie comes out. I can sense it. That would be, if Akutami was writing this, that would definitely be the case because he likes to match up stuff like that. Pochita is that friend that supports all of your decisions, good or bad. Yeah, he just wants to do ignorant hood rat shit with his friends, man. We all need a friend like Pochita. That's the guy right there.
I mean, you could also say it's just partly part of the contract he made with him as well. Well, to live true to what he desires, and all that. And so that could also play back into him being a devil.
Fuck that. I just want my dog to be wanting to do ignorant hood rat shit with me.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't
times.
have made that contract if he didn't, care about him. So,
true. I just
feels a little irrelevant.
My boy doing ignorant hood rat shit. That's my guy.
Yeah, let's go.
Pochita. Okay, I read that one. But where is my boy Yoshida at, bro? Still running. I don't know if you remember, but Asa was about to put that nigga on a t-shirt. He was out of there. Let me see. Yeah, where is Yoshida at? And speaking of goats, where is Kishibe? I'm so excited for the drunkard to come back. Why is it so funny that Denji has a six-pack? Bro is strong, dude.
Yeah,
bro is fucking
strong.
ripped. Yeah, bro is ripped. 2024 most anticipated manga moments: Saturn gets smashed, Reese returns, Denji Asa smash, Shigaraki and versus Deku, and Itadori versus Sukuna. Amen. Those are all so true, bestie.
Stacked year.
Yeah, stacked year. So much smashing. Let's see. Nothing more exciting than listening to grown men waste their lives talk about comics made for 12-year-olds. That's funny, bro. Hey, man. Shouts out, Hardy. Shouts out. I think that's everything for this one. Do we want to move on to the last chapter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Black Clover.
Yeah, the return, man. The return
of
Black
the
Clover.
king, bro.
I wouldn't
It
say
is
that.
good to be back.
No, Black Clover chapter 369. Nice. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one? Where did my pen go?
Okay, when me and Zenith were actually talking about this is when the first chapter first came out. It was like the whole thing was like the Black Bull's getting covered with anti-magic and the pseudo anti-magic. It's
All right.
kind of dumb. Like I think we.
I want to lead the discussion on this one because
Go ahead.
a lot of people have been bringing up different stuff in response to well, how does this work? And people are like, well, this is technically how it's always worked because the swords are a product of the sword magic and then the anti-magic mixed in with them. It's always been selective on how it worked. And yeah, I get that. I always thought we'd kind of learn more aside from it just works. And it's aside from that, the chapter's cool. I like the fight. I like the fights that are going to happen. I like what it's setting up. It's cool. It all looks very cool too. The pseudo anti-magic is artistically very neat.
Oh yeah,
True.
It's just man.
Like that 2-page spread on 12 and 13 Black Lightning Battle Fiend. That is
So
sick.
cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's just pseudo anti-magic just does not feel properly conceptualized, I guess.
Yeah, conceptually it feels like I think it's one of those things where where we talk about thematically it makes sense, but conceptually it doesn't. Or it's not very convincing.
It's just gonna be one of those things that just
doesn't-
follows the rule of cool.
It technically doesn't.
If it's cool, it
contradict
works.
anything. It's just yeah, but I thought we'd get a little more.
I
That's all.
I guess it's just very strange. I don't know. To me it's part of something can get kind of ruined where it's just okay, well technically this is what happens in this, and I have to do so much I have to do mental gymnastics to be this is how we get here. And it's okay, well everything makes sense, but I feel it would just be better if it just hit me. It's oh, that immediately makes sense instead of, because not a lot of times people are going to want to delve more into those like specifics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe that's going to be like, well, that's why you can't read or whatever the fuck. And it's like, whatever at that point. But like, just as a story, as someone who is like consuming art, I like it to like, I like to just like understand it. I like people will make fun of people for being like, oh, you just want things to be simple. And it's like, well, yeah, I would prefer that. I mean, like, I like more complex stuff, like, cool. But in terms of like writing a big scene like this, I think it'd just be better, like, to keep things simple. But instead, I guess this really follows that technique because it just works. Here you go. It's just a thing that happens. Yeah, you can just do this. I can just spread anti-magic, despite the fact that me spreading anti-magic before just always turn that shit off. I guess Asta just has more control over it, so now he can just treat everybody like tools that he uses. I don't know if that's a great that's like a great thing, but whatever, I guess. Hey, they look dope. They look really cool, so I'm excited to see what else they got cooking. Magna and Luck, seeing them do their combo is always really cool. I'm really happy that they kept their tag team move too. That was so cool. I loved that back in the Water Kingdom arc, or the Water Temple arc rather. So I'm happy they still kept that and they brought that back. It's really cool, man. Overall, you know, anti-magic shit aside, really good chapter. I enjoyed this one.
I remember back when it was first announced that Black Clover was moving to Jump Giga, and I was a bit worried that they were just going to send it there to die.
I think we all were, yeah.
But it's like, okay, we're gonna get like one chapter that just like ends it, like a super rushed like Bleach ending, or it's just like one chapter wraps everything up and then we're done. But I think it's safe to say now that it's not happening that way. Like, we're only gonna get one chapter every, was it 3 or 4 months? It's so we gotta wait a lot longer in between chapters. But I do think Black Clover is gonna go on for a good bit longer. Like, I think we're gonna get quite a few chapters before it's like over.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good. Also, the color spread is just straight up my favorite color spread in the series. I fucking love it, dude. It's so good.
Yeah. It goes
yeah,
crazy.
I mean, I agree. The anti-magic stuff is dumb, but it's also like, I like the fight. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with Black Clover. Yeah,
I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Looks cool.
I got enough. It is what it is.
I like
left
what
in
it
me.
gave us, at least, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
It was cool stuff.
Ends justify the means and shit. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's gonna have a lot of ends to hopefully justify it. You know, a lot of cool fights. So we'll see.
True.
I think we're gonna see all the fucking.
We're gonna see them all show out.
Black Bulls, do cool stuff.
Yeah.
Right now,
I'm definitely excited for that.
I'm excited to see
right
Vanessa.
now-
Her design was my favorite.
True. Right now, I really, not a fan of it, but hopefully it shows enough cool fights where I stop caring. You know, it's one of those things.
I mean, I already can tell you I stopped caring after I got to see Black Flame, Black Lightning, Exploding Cannon. That shit was sick.
All right, well, you're just easy to please, I guess. So.
Yeah.
I really like the thing in the chapter where they're just like, who is this? They're just like, oh yeah, this is Ichigo.
Yeah.
She's Yami's little sister. They're like, oh okay, that makes sense. Oh, they're like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, no, I thought that was really funny. I missed that charm from Black Clover. It's good, man. This was a very like standard chapter. So again, not too much to say about it. I'm just really happy to see Black Clover is back and it's not just being sent off to die. So it's going to be cool that this series hopefully is going to be getting a proper conclusion. I'm really excited, man. Really excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And with that, I think that's a wrap. Let me look through some of these comments. Black Clover came back with more mid. Damn Sage, generational hater. This chapter was shorter because it needed enough pages to complete the volume, so future chapters will definitely have higher page counts. That's good. I'm looking forward to that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Mid Clover is definitely not copying Naruto. Oh my god, we're still talking about that. Holy shit. Luck is my favorite character, so I'm greedy. I need him to cook more in the future. I think the chef is out of the kitchen after this. I ain't gonna lie. Although it would be cool to see Luck more. I would like to see all of the Black Bulls help out in that final battle. It'd be cool. But yeah, I think that is everything. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Somehow this was not a 3-hour podcast. I don't know how, but
yeah, we were good.
We managed to do it.
We managed to do it. Thank you guys for joining us, not just for this podcast, but for the entire year, man. We are almost 100 episodes old. So with that being said, if you are still here, let us know down below. This podcast is going to end shortly. So let us know down below what ideas you guys have for what you would like to see for episode 100, man. This is going to be a big event. Yeah, we don't have any chapters next week. You know, the hater in me said we could do a fraud tier list, but I was declined. So
it's not a bad idea. It's just not, it's 100th
okay.
episode,
It's okay.
Yeah, we gotta make this like a
special
occasion.
Chat, I will infest my co-host with the curse marks soon. They don't have enough hatred.
Sounds like fun.
They don't have enough hatred, man.
Of course.
Amen. But yeah, let us know down below what you guys would like to see for episode 100, and if we see an idea we like, we'll pick it out. If not, we'll fucking find something. I don't know. we'll figure something out. We'll make sure we get something good for you guys, because you guys have been good to us. So we want to make sure we return the favor. Thank you guys for showing love for the past 2 podcasts, especially the donations. You guys are fucking crazy. And with that all being said, let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was. Doesn't have to be anything that we've talked about here on this podcast. It could be Blue Lock, Blue Box, Kill Blue, Grand Blue, Kagura, Blue Bachi, Blue Period. If you talk about greens, you will die. But let us know, man. We appreciate you. Thank you. Make sure you and yours have a happy new year. Here's to a wonderful 2024. Stay safe out there. If you're going anywhere, make sure, look out on the roads. People like to drunk drive on the fucking New Year's. So make sure you take care. Goodbye. Mwah. And goodbye.